Welcome today to an exclusive interview of the Zimbabwe's radio division. So today we are privileged enough to have Mr. Courage here, but I'll just give him the opportunity and time to introduce himself so that people can know that who is Courage beyond the Lobola or Lobola app that was established. So you can take time to introduce yourself, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Um, like he has said, my name is Nyoni. I'm a civil and water engineer. I'm also a published author, a musician, and I don't know if there's anything else I've left out. Or maybe yes, the innovator of Lobola Calculator.
Which is currently one of the most trending apps in the country.
Yeah.
And also, it was, I believe it was published outside of the country. Is in consideration of that.
Yes, it was featured in a TV show in Japan in June. They reached out to me when they had their own script. They said they wanted to feature it on their TV, and I agreed to it, and that's how it went out.
Okay. Did you really ever imagine that this will come out as maybe a national conversation when you were creating the app?
I never thought that it was going to reach these heights. I never genuinely thought it was going to be everything that it has become.
Okay. As in, like, on the app on its own, did you create it as an app that you believe to be something that can be used in calculating people's lobola, or it was something that was just playful?
No,
that you thought of doing?
I stand by people who say that we need to uphold our culture and tradition, and in any way, if we are to digitalize anything, it can never be something that can ever replace Lobola itself and how we do it in our culture and tradition. So I only made it as a fun thing during lockdown because, we had so much time at home and we were not socializing and we needed something to laugh about and to have fun about whilst we are indoors. That is why we came up with the calculation.
Lobola calculation.
Yes.
So it has nothing to do with the fact that one of the most trending stories right now is that Lobola is at its highest price. So it needs to be paid in consideration of certain things.
Yes, while people might argue and say that, but if we are to move ahead with that notion, it then disrupts the whole concept of Lobola. I understand that now people get to say my child did this and this, so they are putting a certain weight to that, but that is not the way that Lobola should be. If we are to really look into Lobola, how it has been done back then, we need to understand that it was just a matter of building relations and being grateful to the parents of the lady, but not commercializing it.
Okay. As in, like, you do agree to the fact that it has now been commercialized by the people. They are not concerned about building relations anymore, but rather they are now concerned about gaining a fortune that they have to gain during the Lobola negotiations.
Yes, well, we can argue that now it has been commercialized, but I think even from way back it has always been commercialized, but to a certain degree. But now I think it's now at its highest.
What's probably contributing to that? Hunger and starvation or what?
Definitely it's hunger and starvation, and also the girl's parents looking at how much money they might have invested in bringing up the girl and sending her to school and getting her all the education that she has, and looking at the status of where she is currently now. Some I said, my daughter drives, I gave her everything that she needs. What is it that you're going to bring to her?
To bring to the
So by you showing that you can pay those exorbitant prices, it shows that maybe you are capable of looking after the girl. I think that is mainly the reason why now there is this much higher prices.
Is that reason realistic? Is it justified though? Do you believe it's realistic and justified?
Personally, I don't know. I don't know if it is justified or not, but I do think that people, since it's Lobola and people have the right to demand what they need, I think it's well within their right to say that we want this for this particular reasons. While I may not believe it, it's still okay for them to do that.
I think my opinion towards the whole thing is that at a certain point, we don't have to pay you as a father for taking care of your fatherly responsibilities. So you took your daughter to university, we applaud you for that. But do I really necessarily have to compensate you now for the reason of maybe having taken your daughter to university, graduated, she drives a car, she now works? Am I really trying to compensate you for what you were supposed to do as a father?
No, you are not trying to compensate. I understand it this way. You're not trying to compensate everything that I did as a father. But then, you know how hard it is to raise a child. especially now in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that you have to consider. There are a lot of things that you have to sacrifice for yourself. You could have been driving a nicer car, but you chose to drive a lesser nicer car because you needed to fit in some bills. And with hopes that maybe when your daughter gets older, she will look after you. But now when she's getting married, you need to understand that she's going to start her own family. And by starting her own family, there are so many demands that are needed to actually run a well-stable home. So you know that the amount of money or anything that you're going to get from her are also going to be less than what you could have been getting if she was not married. So I think that is what most parents believe, and so they tend to charge more so that they don't get to worry about what is going to happen afterwards. After the lady gets married, if they are not going to get much money or anything, they'll still be okay with it and say, okay, we did something with it and we also got something out of it. But I'm not saying that that is the reason why they should be looking after their kids. It is the responsibility of the parents to look after their children.
All right. So, what is more like the question that is like the funniest or the most question that you were not expecting that has now been put towards you by people after having experienced the questions on this Lobola app?
Question? They are not really questions, but it's now more of the additions. Because
Okay.
people are saying, well, this is nice, but we also want you to put an aspect of body count and all those things.
Definitely.
Body count was the highest one. That is what people really needed.
Okay. So I remember looking into one of the comments about the guy that posted about your app. Body count was asked more like 10 times or so. People were like,
It's even more.
yeah, it's more like they need to know more about the body count than they need to know more about the application on its
Yeah,
own.
that is true.
That is- So do you think really it's something that should be considered in Lobola negotiations, body count on its own?
I cannot say it should or it shouldn't be considered. But as far as the application is concerned, that feature is not going to come.
So the body count issue, did you leave it out like did you leave it out deliberately, or
Yes, I left it
you
out
decided
deliberately.
you decided to leave it out because you knew
Yes.
it was going to
It's controversial, and I do not want to stand in and say that I'm supporting the commercialization of Lobola.
Okay.
And based on how women get to live their lives, and that being used as something to put a weight on how much they should be worth or something. So I did not want to do that because I do not believe that it is the right way to do. So that is the whole point that led me to put the body count part on the application.
What
Which
are the-
was going to remove the fun aspect of it.
what other things did you want to put on the application that you decided like no, I'm not going to put this on because it's going to probably cause a lot of questions?
I think it can only be that one.
It can only be that one.
Yes.
All right.
And also a feature for the image. One had to upload an image, but I also
Okay.
did not put it as well.
All right. So, with understanding to all this, you developed this application, but you are not a computer science student or educated in software development.
Yes.
So it's probably just a hobby.
Yes, initially it was a hobby, but I tried to build something around it.
Okay.
Because I ended up also learning how to do websites, and I've been doing websites since then.
How much has it been paying out? Because we can see already it's on the Play Store.
It has been paying enough.
It has been paying.
Enough.
So you wouldn't want to mention like.
Yes, I can mention it. But it's good passive income.
It's good passive income. Because probably we will see that current Nyoni's net worth will then be uploaded in consideration of the app.
Yeah.
But then there's one of the most interesting things that I came across when I was looking at the app. There is something that you mentioned about childhood cereal.
Yes.
How does that really contribute to the calculation of Lobola?
I mean, just say the Vita and then you look at the millimil, you know.
Porridge, you know.
Yes, you know there's a difference. But it's definitely the porridge ones were more expensive than the Cerevita.
Okay.
Yes, because I come from a generation where I ate porridge, so I'm
Oh.
standing with my people.
Okay. But then, that side, does the Cerevita get more payment than the one ragajiga porridge during the side?
I don't know.
You came up with the application.
Yeah, I did, but I think the Cerevita is more
Is
more than the cereals.
okay. after the Saravita issue, there is the location mention.
Yes.
I believe it's going to be probably one of the most controversial sides also.
It
Because
has been
your people from
controversial.
Chitungwiza have been trying that and they are getting -2 cattle. What's up with the programming inside?
Well, I'm really sorry to all my people from Chitungwiza, but that was deliberate. Yes, but it was a joke, because you know how it is when you say I'm dating a guy or a lady from Harare. You know, like, are you sure you're dating someone from Harare? And if you get to say, oh, actually they stay in Chitungwiza,
Be like,
you know, people are just going to laugh, like,
that's not
really.
Harare.
Besides it not being Harare, but you're in a dire situation that someone dating someone from Harare. So I just took that and then I just tried to make fun of it, but it doesn't necessarily reflect that all people from Chitungwiza are bad or anything. It was just for fun.
Oh, definitely. I think I also noticed that on the application, there are consideration of some certain countries. How many countries are there?
I took the SADC region.
The SADC region. Oh, okay. So that was more like the coverage of it all.
Yes. I just looked at the cultures that really uses Lobola as Lobola and actually refer to dowry as Lobola.
Okay. Do you think this app has actually changed how people now see Lobola?
I can't say it has changed, but I was hoping it's going to make people want to preserve the culture more and understand it more, rather than commercializing and taking all these things and trying to inflate prices because of certain things that they did. Because there is a learning aspect within the calculator as well,
Okay.
where you actually get to learn what Lobola is all about, what you need, what is Kuramromo, Sambo, and all. You get to know what it really is, and you understand the whole concept behind it. Not the application, the whole concept behind the Lobola itself as a culture and tradition. So I feel if people get to look into that more,
The educational side.
educational side of it, yes, they'll understand what Lobola is, and I believe that we will uphold the traditions and cultures and perpetuate them to the next generations as well.
Okay. So, on a serious note, if you had one more opportunity to redesign the Lobola app, how would you do it?
I don't think I would change much.
What's one thing that you would change?
Is there anything I would change at this moment? Maybe just update it to make it more modern. Because I made it a long time ago before we had newer technology. But now we have more technology. So I think I would make it look more appealing and more user friendly as well.
Would there be consideration of skin colors?
No. That's controversial.
That's controversial also.
Yes.
So thank you so much for actually taking time to come here and have this discussion with us. We're hoping that people actually take more time to look into the app and also go on Apple Store to just maybe see how it works.
Yes, it's on Play Store.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me as well.
Definitely. So this has been a lovely interview here with Courage Nyoni, whereby we got to explore more about the application and hear about the true intention and the reason behind the creation of the application. Saka musanyanya kudipisa. As it was probably for fun, it was during the time of the lockdown. That's when the app actually came to life. So if there is to be any modification to the app, Courage will be sure to actually tell you more about that. Maybe you can just share your socials and how people can actually access the app more.
The application is available on Google Play Store, and if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me via Instagram. It's nyoni.cm.
Oh, nice. And my name is Matthias T. Nyamande, the stylish believer. You can get hold of me on social platforms. It's Matthias T. Nyamande. And let's make sure that we have another session together next time. This has been a lovely one.